Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another live stream. If you have any computer related questions, let me know and I'll try to help you. This is an open forum computer related question live stream. Let's get some people in here and we can get started. In the meantime, I'd like to go over the fact that computer security and computer cleaning and a couple other things. What do you have on your computer? Do you have an antivirus software? If you don't have one, you can get a good free one from the internet. If you do have one, make sure you're using it and your files are up to date. Because no matter what antivirus software you have, you're only as good as the definition files. Those are the files that keep you protected from the viruses. In other words, the antivirus scan that you have, okay, what happens is the company searches for all the known viruses that are out there, and there's usually around 5,000 viruses at any time. Not all of them are real, obviously. There's a lot of, fake viruses. People will say this is a virus, and it might turn out to be not. But there's a lot of viruses out there all the time. And what they do is they go and they make patches, software patches for all the viruses to combat it. If it's not a real strong virus, they'll make these files, and they'll intercept the virus as it's coming in. And they'll give you an option to delete it, or quarantine it. Quarantine is where they put it in a folder, like your antivirus will put it in a folder so it won't be able to harm your other files on your computer. That's what quarantine is. So whether they quarantine your antivirus, your virus that comes in, or you can remove it, is just as good. But in order to be able to do that, you have to have the latest software. And that software is called definition files. And those definition files is when you click on, the way to get them is when you click on your antivirus where it says update, and you'll click update, and it will start, downloading all these different patches, they call them. And that's those files is what protects you from the viruses. So you gotta make sure it's always updated and running in your taskbar. Make sure it's running in the background. It's enabled. Now, Windows does have a built-in antivirus. A lot of people don't know about that. And it's called Windows Defender. That's built into the Windows operating system. But you got to remember something. It's not always running. It may not be on in your computer. And if it's not on, you have to go into your control panel, do a search for Windows Defender and make sure it's on and is protected. It kind of bums me out. I know stores have to make money. They have overhead and they have to pay people. I understand all that. But the programs that you get online for free are very good. I mean, I haven't been using these programs for many years. And I'm always finding out about new things that come out. So there's a lot of good freeware out there. Now, not all of it's going to be good, but if you get a program called Ninite, which is, I made a video on that not too long ago. It's called Ninite, Nineite. What it is, it's like a directory and has all these different free programs you can get. Not all of them are up to date. Some of them are outdated, but what you do is you check the boxes of all the ones that you want. And then on the bottom, you click Get My Ninite. And one at a time, it will start downloading these programs to your computer. It's a lot easier than worrying about if you're going to download something and then it's going to give you something else, because a lot of programs will do that. You may not look at a box when you download a program and you needed to uncheck something that said you didn't want this other thing also. So a lot of companies, they will lump different softwares together, and you don't always need those other software when you're trying to get one thing. It's frustrating sometimes. So what Ninite does is it omits all of that and it just gives you the program that you want. No extras or anything like that. So I recommend looking into that whenever let's say you just got it, like you just reinstalled your Windows operating system and now you have to put your programs back on. It's kind of a hassle. You have to go to all these different sites and look for all these programs. But if you just use that Ninite software, then you can just find them, most of them all right then and there, just by checking the boxes. So it's really an easy way to get your programs installed and to get other programs installed on your computer without having to worry about, am I going to download this program and a couple other ones with it, or some weird browser is going to pop up on the screen and mess me up. That's why I like that program so much, because you don't have to worry about getting all this crazy. Let me fix this camera. You don't have to worry about getting all this crazy nuts stuff. On your computer. When you download something, because basically when you download something, you want to download just that program, what it is that you're downloading. Because it's kind of a hassle if you go to a site and you download something and then you realize you have an extra couple icons on the desktop. Now you have to go in the control panel and then make sure you're showing all the icons in large. On the right hand side drop down, make sure it says large icons. And then you have to go to programs and features and go through the whole list and highlight each one of these programs that you didn't want, and then uninstall. Click on install, and then do that 2 or 3 times. if after a while you do that 2 or 3 times for each program, and you're going to be tired. It's like a lot of stuff to do. So I recommend using Ninite. I also like Advanced Antivirus. It's AVAST antivirus software, and I use that. And then I use CCleaner, which is another free utility that's lets you clean out, temporaries and just basic like junk that's on your computer. And it also has a feature that I love. It's on the left hand side. It has a list of different programs that comes with CCleaner free version, and it has a registry cleaner, and you can click that, use the registry cleaner, and you can clean out a lot of registry entries, and that will help your computer. Hello, Salem Channel. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing today? Okay. I'm going to make you a moderator here. So, for me, I like to use the free antivirus spyware remover. Great. Good to hear. Thanks for coming by. Please do the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please just subscribe to my channel. It's free. And if you like this kind of content, you'll be the first to get it when I come out with new videos. I like free programs that you can use on your computer. And, not only that it's free, which is good because you don't have to spend the money. Oh, great. I appreciate that. Glad you subscribed. I'll check out your channel also. I may be subscribed to you already. But what I like about freeware and the programs that I know, oh, great. I appreciate that. Thumbs up. I could use that. It helps my channel, and it helps me come out with better videos for you guys, so I can help you guys with different videos that I come out with. But as you get freeware, which I like about it is standalone, is that these programs are not lumped with other programs. Most of them. Oh, good, excellent. These programs are standalone, which means, in layman terms, is that they're not connected to any other program. They're not connected. They're just by themselves, and you download them, and you get what you get. You have to be careful downloading programs because you never know what else you're going to get. I wanted to ask you why Microsoft stopped. Pros and cons of freeware. Are they safe? Well, I don't know what you mean by when Microsoft stopped. I don't know what that means. But most freeware programs are safe. And what you can do is you can go to a website called download.com, cnet.com. It's also the same thing. Download.com. Hey, Good Eats Homestead. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. There's my other friend there, Good Eats Homestead. And we have another person in here. And thank you for supporting my channel. Chat, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you are. How's it going over there? Well, some of those programs. Let me turn off this phone because it kind of gets annoying after a while. But yeah, unfortunately, Microsoft, they're like any other company. They are in business to make a profit. So they are selling their products, and that's just how it is. But you can go from Windows 10 to Windows 11 if you want. If you want more added on stuff, you may like Windows 11. I like Windows 10, and I'm going to stay on it as long as I can. Personally, I do like it. I mean, I love the old operating systems of years ago, but they have to keep on coming up with new ones. But the question about are they safe? I would say most of them are. I could tell you the ones that I've been using for years, and yeah, they are very safe. Like Avast Antivirus, um, free version for Windows 10. I use CCleaner. I use Malwarebytes, free version. Super Anti-Spyware, free version. I use Ninite. Ninite is a good program to get other programs to download, and a few others. But those are the main ones that I put on all my computers, and I also install them on some of my clients' computers if they need anything like that. And I run these programs, um, periodically to look for any kind of stuff on my computer. I was happy with. Uh, yeah, that's the thing. They do charge you. They had Office, and they did charge you. There are alternatives to Office if you want to use Open Office. That's an open source program. There's a couple of programs that are like Microsoft Office, but they're not the same, but they're similar. You can get Spreadsheet and things like that, and you can get those free. But if you want, like, Office 360 and all the odds and ends, then you have to pay for those programs, and they do charge you for them. When you get a new computer, usually you get a trial, like 30 or 60 or 90 days to use the program, and then if you like it, you have a choice if you want to buy the program. If not, it will eventually stop working. But and then it'll keep popping up for a while, asking you if you want to upgrade to that program. What I use is an older version of Office. I don't necessarily use the newest version because they're a little expensive, and I don't use Office for a lot of things. So I'll use an older version that I don't have to pay for, and I'll just install that. So if you don't need the latest, greatest thing with all the bells and whistles, you can always buy a cheaper, version of Microsoft Office, a couple of years back, and you'll pay less money for it. Or if you have a friend that has a copy and you can install it on your computer, you can also do that. But it would be much cheaper. In order to get the new stuff, you have to pay for them. You could probably find deals online, but it's still going to cost you money. I had to shut this phone off because I get all these updates all the time. I think I used like a 2007 version of Office. It still works good. Well, yeah, that's the thing is they are not going to support the older versions anymore because those are outdated versions and they keep coming out with new versions. So every time they come out with a new version, they keep that going for a certain amount of time and then they'll stop doing updates and they'll stop supporting that version and they'll start supporting their new version. Well, you can ask them for, a discount on an upgrade. Usually they would do that if you paid full price for, like, let's say an office suite. You may be able to get a discount, on an upgrade where you could just download it and upgrade the version you have. You have to find out what's available. Oh yeah, years ago they used to come out with Word fully installed, fully operable. But then as the years go by, they keep adding, they added on to it, and then they charge for. Unfortunately, they charge for all the programs now. So you basically get a trial to see if you like it. And the same thing goes for antivirus software. And it's been like that ever since I can remember, from like the 80s. They always came out with a antivirus version on your computer that would go for 90 days, 30 days, 60 days, whatever it was. And then you had the option at the end of the trial whether or not you wanted to buy it or not. And that's when a lot of people looked for free versions and went to like AVG free version, Avast, and a few other ones that are out there that are, free versions. So that's what you have to do, unfortunately, if you don't want to pay for the latest, greatest thing that they come out with, is you have to use an open source software like, off the internet that looks like Office, but it's not really Office. It'll probably do the same thing, but you're not going to have the support that you would have, if you were to buy it. And you're right, they keep on coming out with newer stuff, and the support will last for a while, and then your program won't be supported anymore. And meanwhile, you paid for it already, and now they have a new one. So, like I said, the best thing you can do is see if you can get a discount on the newer one or use a free version. Open Office is a good alternative. A lot of people tell me they like it. You can go to openoffice.org and download it. And I can tell you from doing tests myself, and I know other people that have done tests, that the antivirus that came on the computer that was free for 60 or 90 days wasn't as good as some of these free ones, because some of them would miss a virus coming through, and the free version would recognize the virus as an intrusion. So just because you're paying for it, it doesn't mean you're getting something great. That's where a lot of people make a mistake. I buy a lot of things that I need online because I find it cheaper. But every once in a while, I'll go to a big box store if I don't want to wait for something. Let's say I need something, I want something sooner, and they're going to charge a little bit more for it, and it may not even be the same thing. But I will never buy any kind of software that I could just download for free and it works really good, compared to going out and spending money on the prices, and they're pretty expensive too, what they charge for them. And there is benefits too. The benefit for something that you buy, like compared to something that you get free, you usually get automatic updates for as long as they support it, that software. Versus freeware, you're going to have to go in there and click update yourself. And I don't really mind doing that. And they're not going to give you, really great treatment. It's not going to be live support if you get a free program. I mean, if you want to upgrade that free program to a paid version, then you'll get the live support. But the free version, the only downfall is you're not going to get that live support, and you're going to have to install the updates yourself, mostly. But they will notify you usually if there's an update on the free versions. I'll get a message saying such and such is out of date. CCleaner, I don't think is updated. I mean, free versions have updated over the years, but I've never had to download any, software to get updates for it. They've come out with new free versions, which are all I found to be good. And even Malwarebytes and Super Anti Spyware, I never had to really download any kind of updates, any kind of new versions. The versions, you know, seem to be working. So that's a good thing, And you said it, just then that's the biggest thing with Microsoft is, you're going to have to pay for the program. When you have a free version, you never have to pay for it, and you could use it forever, really, because some of these programs I've been using forever, and you don't get in trouble by, installing it on multiple systems. You can install it on as many systems as you want. The paid versions, you only can install it on a few of them at most, unless you buy the license that allows you to install it on several systems. And I always tell people if you have Windows 7, and not many people are still on Windows 7 because it's really not fast enough for internet nowadays. But if somebody is on Windows 7, you can go to the Microsoft website and you can upgrade to Windows 10, and you're not going to be charged for it. You can still do that. But as far as productivity software, you're going to have to pay for that. Now, students will get a discount. If you're a student, you can get a discount on an office suite, and they have their own office suite for students, which I think is a good thing. You still have to pay for it, but it is cheaper than if you were to get the regular one. Mm-hmm. I'm working on a couple of videos. I'll probably be coming out in a few days with a few videos, but I don't want to say like what day I'm going to be doing my live streams because my schedule's kind of messed up, so it's hard to say. But I will be doing a live stream at least once a week on questions and answers or specific topics, computer related topics. So that I'll be doing at least once a week. Yeah, I look forward to doing that. And some of the topics will be about Apple. If you have a MacBook Pro, I'll be giving you a lot of tips on Macs. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things like VPNs. A lot of people ask me about VPNs and other things. And so I'm getting some things together where I'm going to be making videos and definitely be doing some live streams. I'm trying to do them steady as much as I can so I could help get the information and I could pass it on to you guys. But if anybody has any questions about anything, you can always leave it down in the comments and I'll be glad to answer it for you. Once I get to it, I'll definitely send you a reply and answer it for you. Sometimes we have more people. I notice that sometimes in the evening, sometimes there's like 20, 25 people. So it varies. I mean, I guess when I do my videos, what time of the day it is, it very varies, how many people will come. But on the replay, people can get the same information on the replay. And as I always say, if you have any questions or something's going on with your computer and you want to, get something answered, you could always leave me a comment and I'll try to help you with that best I can. I've been setting up my shop here. I have in my computer room, I have two video computers that I'm making videos on. And I've been messing around with OBS. So I'm probably going to be making videos with the OBS live streams here and there. I'm going to be doing some recordings, video recordings. I'm going to be doing regular live streams too. And so I'm looking forward to that. But on that, I think I'm going to end the live stream now. I appreciate all you guys for supporting my channel, and Please look for my videos. And if you have any questions, definitely leave it in the comments. And anytime you contact me, I will try to answer as soon as I can. And thank you for all the support. And have a great night.